How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of collaboration, hopeful goodness, in the form of Ecliptic Brewing and Russian River. It's their 5 years, 5 beers. This is a Belgian-style hoppy golden ale. Yeah, Ecliptic and Russian River. It's not two breweries that I think of in in combination. I mean, I know this is a collaboration series, but there's something, I don't know, something about that Pacific Northwest with what Russian River does. Not that they don't dabble in those kind of beers that you typically come out of that area, at least classically. I don't know. I'm really interested about this because you think Belgian-style hoppy golden ale and go a couple different directions. We can go really hoppy, really West Coast hoppy. We can go Belgian golden. We can go even Belgian golden kind of tart. We don't know. Let's actually see what it says on the side of the bottle here. It says, in celebration with our 5th year passage through this awesome star system, we call home, we've teamed up with 5 esteemed breweries to brew 5 beers of cosmic significance. And it says, brewed with Russian River owners, brewmaster Vinny and Natalie. Yeah, I met them actually for the first time when I went to Festival Farmhouse Sales up at Hill Farmstead, and it says, we have an ABV on here, don't we? 8.5. So it's not a small beer. Label-wise, it's okay. I mean, I've talked about these labels before. It's essentially the same label over and over again when they're doing these kind of combination beers. So they just change the coloration and logo. So we'll see what this sucker has. Man, that glass has water spots on it. I just washed this sucker. Sorry, guys. But yeah, this actually comes from Ecliptic. They send these off. I'm kind of peeved, though, because I missed one. They said like 5 years, 5 beers. Which one is it? 5 years, 5 beers. They send these off to me, and the one broke in the package, but it still got delivered to me, and so they never resent that one. That's kind of a bummer. I was looking forward to doing all 5 of them, but alas, I missed one. What do we have here? I mean, Belgian golden ale, sure. You know, it has a nice creamy, kind of super soft, soapy, pillowy, welcoming head to her, but there's something about it. Maybe it's a little bit too unfiltered for me. Not that that's totally filtered, there's a soft haze to her, but I just remember Belgian Goldens just, you know, knee-jerk more times than not they have a little bit more softer haze to her, but that's not a big deal as long as they're spot on with a little bit of flavoring. Even though it's going to be a little bit of a hoppy variety. We'll see what's what. Let's grab a nose. I mean, that smells like a Belgian golden ale. Sweet malts, a soft little banana, bubblegum vibes, and that's pretty much it. Not really getting much as far as a hop presence in there. Maybe if I'm really pulling at it, maybe a little bit of sweet, non-bittering kind of citrus notes. That's pretty much it. It's definitely a Belgian golden ale through and through. That nice, soft. Everything's soft in this. From the way that sweet malt comes off to the way that kind of banana bubblegum thing comes off. Everything's very soft. I want to speak soft. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's delicious. That is delicious. Wow. I think this is my favorite beer of this series. Good God. Well, Russian River's involved. What are you going to do? Wow. Big bittering kind of coming up the rear. Very, very unique. This is a delicious beer. This is not going to be for everybody. And for me, it's hitting a lot of notes that I really enjoy in beers. And it's hitting a lot of notes that I don't get in a lot of beers nowadays. Now, it's sweet. It's an 8.5% Belgian-influenced golden ale. I already knew it's going to be sweet going into it, so I have no qualms against that. And then it gives you that kind of banana thing. It's more banana than bubblegum. From the yeast. But the way it plays off that sweetness, and the way the banana is delivered with a softness and a creaminess, it reminds me of like a banana kind of smoothie puree kind of softness to it. It's like a richness to it, an added depth to it than just straight banana. It's like a puree, a softness that really comes off fun. There's bittering throughout the whole beer, but it's very generic for the most part. But after you swallow and after you your tongue kind of acclimates to that sweetness, that bitterness kind of builds. It's still more kind of a canicky, kind of teabag, kind of herbally kind of bitterness, but at least it gains a personality. And it really does come to the forefront. I mean, it just kind of builds. And every time you kind of take a sip, it comes back. Sure, your palate acclimates. It's not as big as that first initial pop. but it's a cool little trick it's doing, and I can get down with that. This is definitely kind of Belgian influence all the way. Sometimes you have these people that say, oh, this is kind of Belgian influence beer, and it really doesn't taste like it was a Belgian influence. It tastes like an American brewery trying to make something that tastes like a Belgian brewery. This tastes like it was made from a Belgian brewery. I mean, listen, Russian River's involved. They know what the fuck they're doing when it comes to that. So, this is delicious. Now, that head's gone down a bit. When I take a nose, I'm getting a bit of those kind of piney resinous hops kind of floating in the forefront. So even in the taste, while it's there, that sweetness kind of tempers it down, makes it more herbally, makes it more kind of spicy. But in the nose, you're starting to get a little bit of those piney notes. The banana keeps on keeping on, and it has this really nice softness to it. This is a very, 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 very delicious beer. One that I'm really glad that I got to try. I mean, some of these collabs have been okay. I mean, some have kind of been like, hit or miss for me. Some have been really good, but this is the first one I think I've had. I mean, I've only had 4. But this is the one out of the ones that I have had that has really struck me as a really top-notch beer in general. Absolutely fantastic. But like I said at the get, it's very much what I enjoy in beers. There's that bittering component, there's that softness, that creaminess, the way the banana plays, and it's Belgian leaning. That's very much near and dear to my heart. If you're not one of those people, you might not like it. I mean, that's kind of how it works. Let's cut to the chase. We'll get to that part. Is it one of the better Belgian-style American-born beers? Let's put that in its own little box there that I've had as of late. Yes. Delicious, fantastic. Might not be Mount Rushmore, but it's definitely up there. Value and availability, I actually don't know. We don't get them in Jersey, but I know Ecliptic does get decent distribution. So if somebody out there in the Pacific Northwest, wow, that was hard to say, or somebody that gets distributed from these guys, let me know what's what, and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, I pretty much said it all, but if you have to pretty much be in on Belgian beers, you're going to get that little bit of West Coast pininess. You're going to get this nice soft creaminess. You're going to get this well-made, epic beer cleanliness, or I shouldn't even say cleanliness, just craftedness that you get from that. That Ecliptic is no slouch when it comes to that, but what Russian River gives, and just has that authentic kind of Belgian backbone to it, too. If you like those kind of beers, and you like American-born beers, you like West Coast beers, you like West Coast hops, and you want to see the way not just those two kind of influences combined together, but combined together in a really thoughtful, well-done way. There you go. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of collab goodness right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.